Zach Life Beat Depression. It's day 814 and we're back on the scene with another somatic healing session to wipe out depression. Thank you so much everybody for being here. Now, anyone who's tuning in later, appreciate you guys and girls out there for showing up not only for you but for others by making that self-care public. So thank you so much everyone tuned in. Now, you are all part of my gratitude section. We start every single martial arts for mental health show with that powerful mental health tool of gratitude. The more we use it, the more powerful it can become in our lives. And so go ahead and think about a couple of things that you're grateful for today. My gratitude is going to go out to the first ones in. Brett McLeod and Mad with Hats. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. And also gratitude going out to Pop-Tarts for being there and being available when I haven't eaten all day. It's the only thing around. So gratitude that I'm still alive. Gratitude to life. Doesn't have to stop there. Gratitude that we've got these tools. Gratitude that we're here to support each other. You can feel so many things in that gratitude section. Help change that mindset. If you're going through tough times, dealing with some stress. I know personally I'm super overloaded right now. Running a little behind schedule. All kinds of things happening. But if we focus on that gratitude tool, we can really change that focus of our mind. That natural focus, that natural inclination. And start to train ourselves to look for those positives and be grateful for those positives in our day. Same way that I am grateful for you guys and girls being here. Also grateful for the comments, and to When Roses Blossoms, thank you for being here as well. And Brett McLeod said, great haircut, sir. Thank you. Do what I can out here. Try to look presentable. Makes me feel a little more human every time I get my haircut. Sometimes it gets rough on the road, but always feels good to get a fresh cut. And thanks for the recognition. I'm grateful for the recognition. Look at that. More to the gratitude tool. Also grateful to Lisa the Luminary for tuning in. Appreciate you. All right, let's cut it there. Go ahead and think about what you're grateful for. That'll help put you in that positive mindset. Second mental health tool we're going to talk about is that progress tracking tool. Keep a track of the number of days you show up for yourself and crush that daily goal, whatever it may be. Whether it's this class, a personal training routine, heavy bag time, quality time with Bob, quality time with the mini sack, quality time with the heavy bag. It's around here somewhere. Boom. Whatever it is that builds you up mentally and physically, if you make yourself an accomplishable daily goal and you keep track of that daily goal accomplishment, it will build up into more self-confidence, self-esteem, and self-validation. And those are things that not even the lies of depression can take away from us. So please do keep track of that progress. Count your steps forward. Every single step counts, so count those steps. And if you are keeping track of that number, please do share it with us, because it helps motivate others to make progress and move forward in their lives as well. That being said, it is a Monday. It's a positive Monday something. We didn't have time for this segment, but go ahead and pop it into your gratitude section as well. Something you're positive about, something positive for the day. Today, my positive Monday something is I made it. I made it to class. That's a good time. It's always a good time. This is my self-care routine. Helps me get through my day and deal with stress as well. So I'm positive about that. That's my positive Monday something. As this tablet boots up, we'll try and get ourselves ready. We're going to work from Muay Thai position today. We'll have our standard rounds, 3 rounds, 3 minutes each. 1 minute breaks to catch your breath and drink some water. We're going to talk about some kicks. We're going to move around a little bit, forwards and backwards, getting closer and further away from that opponent, closer and further away from the camera. We'll throw some combos. We've been practicing together for over 2 years. So the basics and the basic breakdowns on jabs and cross and hooks and things like that are going to be covered more now in our Water Flow Wednesday or low intensity sessions. So today I want to link some moves together for you guys. We'll do some combos. We'll get some creative combos flowing. And there won't be so much breakdown for beginners on all the mechanics of each independent move. But if you do want those breakdowns, remember, there's over 300 days of training classes available on our IGTV page in that daily training series. And there's also over 100 days being saved to YouTube at Sack Life Daily. So feel free to beat depression at your own discretion and tune in anonymously, synonymously, infamously, however you'd like to tune in on any device through YouTube. Shout out as well to Luca for being here and to Slayer Ken. Shout out, Brett McLeod sharing his progress, day 112. Heck yeah, brother. Keep track of that progress. That is your track record of success. It's also your proof that you are stronger than anything that is trying to stop you from moving forwards in life, because you've got it right there, 112 days forwards. It's a big number. Thank you for sharing it. Also, checking in on comments. Luca said Claire's here. She can only watch. That's all right, buddy. It's all good. We appreciate her support. We appreciate her being out there, and appreciate you as well. You're both part of my gratitude section. All right, so getting back into the lesson for today, we're working from Muay Thai stance. We're going to throw a few kicks. We're going to throw some creative combos. We'll mix those combos up, but like I said, the basic breakdowns on those basic moves, very beginner-friendly stuff, is going to be now part of our history. We've got to keep growing forwards and keep giving ourselves a challenge. That way we can keep things interesting and keep moving ahead, right? There's no growth in that comfort zone, so we got to make sure we're challenging ourselves, whether it's physically with intensity or technically with complexity. Checking in. Lucas said Claire was brave today. No tears. She's superhero Claire. Heck yeah. It's good to hear. Claire fighting forwards out there. 5 years old. Battling through chemo. Showing up. Finding tools to help her. Inspiring others with her progress as well. Thank you guys for being here. And Master Checo. Thank you for being here as well. So let's get into the lesson without further ado. We'll have the fighting spirit of the 80s coming through that boombox. But first, we're going to pop into Muay Thai stance. We're going to talk about our combos today. We want to add kicks into the combo routine. So what I'd like to do for today is we'll start with the jab, the cross, and then we'll toss a roundhouse. Boom. Right out of that cross, right after that cross. And then we'll try a jab, a cross, stepping backwards, and a teep, boom, to create distance. And we'll try a jab, a cross, and a switch kick, switching the feet, and then you can toss that leg around for a nice switch roundhouse. And like I said, breakdowns on all of those moves independently are covered in our history of over 800 days of saved progress, so feel free to backtrack, take lessons at your own discretion. Most of them are labeled, especially on in the early days, on those moves as we were breaking them down and learning them together. So, just to review, jab, cross, roundhouse, jab, sinking cross, teep, boom, and then jab, cross, switch kick. Those are going to be our 3 combos. So roundhouse out of the cross, teep out of the cross, and then switch kick out of the cross. All of them are going to come after that cross. So this gives you different options and also help you be more mobile as you move through your training with your partner or with the with your Beat Depression Bob out there if you've got one. Slayer Ken said, is the boombox working all right? Is it fixed? It is not fixed yet. I've got a replacement coming through. No time to fix it. So if somebody wants to take on that project, feel free. Shoot me a DM. I'll mail you the box. You can fix it. Mail it back to me. I'll try and pay you for your time if I can. But other than that, I don't know. Might just become a relic or a memento of the good times we had and a reminder of the good times that are ahead. All right, that being said, let's get into this lesson. Let's find out what our boombox can do today.
Heron.
Boom. Let's do it. Yeah, that'll be good. Alright, let's see what happens. Volume might stay there, might stay audible, it might not. Who knows? But we got each other, and that's all we need. So, go ahead and pop it into your stance. Make sure you're breathing in the nose, out the mouth with those strikes. Drinking plenty of water and staying hydrated out there. And let's get this thing moving. Visualize that target. Visualize that dummy, that form of a person. Assign it the word you want to work on. If it's a depression dummy, make it that depression dummy, and let's knock those lies out of its face. Step forwards into the jab, rotate for the cross, and then toss right from that point of impact. Chop the arm and toss a nice roundhouse kick. Woof, right around, right through center mass on that Beat Depression dummy. Back to stance, work on the distance. Step close, jab, cross, back to stance. Close, jab, cross. Get a little comfortable with just the jab, cross. We're going to make our opponent think that's all we got. Jab, cross, boom. Jab, cross. And then we're going to add in that roundhouse kick. Jab, cross, right from the point of impact. Toss the roundhouse through and back to stance. Keep it square. Keep it balanced. And let's mix it up. Let's go just single roundhouse this time. Practice that roundhouse kick. Whoosh. Chop the arms. Remember to reach across the face with the hand on the same side of the leg that is kicking. Step in for the jab cross. Whoosh, whoosh. Back to stance. Toss the roundhouse. Whoosh. Back to stance. Jab cross. Back to stance. Roundhouse. Whoosh. And back. Square up. Keep the hips squared. Shoulders squared. Visualize that opponent. Step in for the jab cross. Whoos. Back it up. Let's double up. Let's mix up that combo. Double jab cross. And back. Keep that momentum going as well. Working your way in and out of that pocket, getting closer and further away from your opponent. Toss some measuring jabs on your way to set your distance. Once you find that distance, you're ready to fire. Toss the cross, jab, jab, cross, jab, jab, cross, jab, jab, cross, jab, jab, cross. And now finish that last one, jab, jab, cross, right with the roundhouse. Toss it through all the way around, pivoting on the ball of that front foot. Back to stance. Let's go. Let's keep it going. Jab, cross, guard high, chin tucked, jab, cross. And now we're going to add in the roundhouse. Jab, cross, roundhouse from here, all the way through and back to stance. Remember to roll the hip, turn the arm, roll the hip, and chop that arm like you're cutting something with scissors, right? Think of this as one blade of the scissor. The leg is the opposite blade. So we're going to reach across, slice through that opponent. That's going to help you build balance and power in your technique. Back to stance, jab, cross, whoos. Back to stance. Keep those jabs and crosses firing. You can mix them up. Back to stance, double them up if you want. Back to stance, keep it going. Remember, push to your level, give yourself a challenge. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Boom, and toss those punches. Visualize that opponent, roll the fist over, pop, landing on the knuckles. Finish strong with a roundhouse kick. Whoos, and that is the end of round one. Woo, appreciate you guys. Just check on some of those comments. Looks like everybody's supporting each other. That's good stuff. Ken shared his progress at 422 days. Heck yeah. And hi, bike guy. Boom, 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 boom. Ken, are you 92 years old? I'm pretty sure Ken's not 92 years old. He might be in his 20s somewhere, but pretty sure it's not 92. 29, nice. Perfect. I see what happened there. We've got 25 seconds. Catch your breath, drink some water. We're going to get into the next round. We're going to talk about adding that teep in. Teep kick's a very useful tool, and we're going to work on sinking back on that cross so we can open up a little bit of distance. If you're too close to that person, you're not going to be able to get that teep in there. We'd rather use a push knee in that situation. So to create a little bit of distance, what we can do is step in for the jab, slip back for the cross, extending that rear foot back a little bit in the cross, and then as we stand up tall, bring the leg up, boom, and toss that teep in there, tossing that opponent out of the way, and creating an opening for us to follow up with a follow-up strike. Let's get back into it. Remember, keep your movement going. Keep your Muay Thai shuffle going there. Front foot to back foot, shifting that weight on the ball of each foot. Heels are slightly raised. Roll those hands to keep the pace and rhythm. Let's work those combos together. Start with the jab, sink back for the cross. So sink on those knees, slide that rear foot back, creates a little bit of distance there. Let's work our way forwards with some jab cross combo. Jab cross, square up, jab cross, square up, jab cross, square up, and notice I'm getting closer to that opponent as I toss those punches. So step into the jab, step into the cross, square up the hips, step into jab, step into cross, square up the hips, jab, cross, square up the hips. Now we're nice and close. We're in there, we got that pressure on them, they're not backing up anymore. We're going to toss the jab, we're going to sink back into that cross, open up a little bit of space, stand up tall, and toss that lead teep, tossing them back so we can follow up, get them off balance, take out their rhythm, follow up with a counter strike. Let's keep it moving. Jab cross, whoos, whoos, back to stance, whoos, whoos. Keep those fists firing. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. And let's work that sinking cross in there. So step forward for the jab, sink backwards for the cross, opening up the gap. Step for the jab, sink for the cross, open the gap. Step for jab, sink for cross. Did that wrong, open up the gap. Step in for the jab, sink for the cross, open up the gap, and now we're going to fire the teep. Step for the jab, sink for the cross, open the gap, bring the leg up at the same time. Whoosh! Fire that teep right down the center line using the hips. Push those hips forwards. Remember, it's all about that hip rotation, right? So from the side, stepping into the jab, we're sinking back for the cross. Then we're standing up tall, bring those hips in, whoosh, and driving those hips forwards. Back to stance. Keep that guard up high. Step for the jab, sink for the cross, stand up tall, whoosh. Drive that foot forwards right to center mass. Use the ball of the foot to press into your opponent and keep that combo going. Step forwards for the jab, sink for the cross, teep, knock them back, reset. Plan your next attack. Back to stand, step for the jab, sink for cross, stand up tall, teep, and back to stance. Keep that momentum going, find that flow. Link those moves together, make them nice and smooth. Jab, cross, lead, teep, and that's the end of round 2. Woo, catch your breath, drink some water. We're gonna work on another combo in round 3. So 3 different combo options here, all of them starting with the jab and cross. So it gives you a lot of different options to mix things up during your training. Whether that training is with Bob, the heavy bag, or with a sparring partner, just unlimited room for progress and growth, unlimited tools you can learn. And it's really cool in the martial arts industry, in the environment, that so many people are there to build each other up, to grow forward, to get stronger. And when you get stronger, they're able to get stronger. It's just like this amazing, you help me, I help you, everybody helps each other atmosphere. Everybody wins. Most of the time. There's still a few bad eggs out there, but for the most part, that growth-based mindset is heavily prevalent in the martial arts community. So I encourage you to use proper gear, get out there, spar with some friends, check out a class. Here we go, final combo here. We're gonna pop back into Muay Thai position. We're gonna toss the jab and the cross, and then from here we wanna toss that lead leg. But if we try to throw a lead roundhouse from here, it's not gonna be as powerful. It's gonna be pretty weak if we toss it right there from the hip. But what we can do here is called a switch kick. So after the cross, we're gonna just switch the feet, boom. Switch the feet, and now we can launch a nice powerful roundhouse. Boom, from the back without kicking our tablets over. From that lead leg, it becomes the rear leg, and then gives us that room to accelerate that leg and create even more power. Square up, visualize your opponent, right? Visualize that depression dummy. Step in, ooh, I'm in the wrong position. Step in for the jab, rotate for the cross. Right here, we want to switch the feet. Right there. You can give it a little hop for now, but ideally you don't want to come off the ground. You want your feet to just slide, quick switch those feet into position. So it's kind of like you're just taking the weight off them with that little upwards movement. Swap the feet, and then go ahead, toss right through that hip, rolling that hip over for the switch kick. I'm going to kick my equipment. Keep that movement going. Keep that jab cross going. Opening up that opportunity for that follow-up. In the combo, step in for the jab, rotate for cross, switch the feet, now toss the round, boom, back to stance, bring it all the way back to orthodox position, jab, cross, whoos, whoos, swap the feet, bang, and now toss that rear switch kick, boom, right through the hip, back to stance, bring it back to orthodox, square up, work the jab, cross, let's go, jab, cross, right down that center line, keep the guard high, chin tucked. Let's work in the switch kick this time. Jab, cross, swap the feet, and switch kick. All the way around, back to stance, back to orthodox. Step in, jab, cross, switch kick. Whoosh, and back to stance, switch to orthodox. Jab, cross, switch kick. Whoosh, and back. Remember, exhale all the way through that kick. Back to stance, jab, cross. And then southpaw, swap it back to orthodox. Jab, cross, switch kick, boom, boom. And back to stance, jab, cross. Switch back to orthodox, keep the jab, cross going, boom, boom. Boom, boom, let's mix it up. Use all the tools you learned so far. Jab, cross, roundhouse kick. Jab, cross, teep. Jab, cross, switch kick. Boom, all the way around, back to stance. Jab, cross, round. Jab, cross, teep. Jab, cross, switch, kick. Boom, whoosh. And back to stance. That is the end of round 3. Hopefully you liked the new pacing and found room to grow, room to improve out there. Woo. And gave yourself a challenge. That's what it's all about. We got to challenge ourselves, get out of that comfort zone, and That way we can keep growing forwards and become even stronger day after day. It's day 814. I'm looking forward to the next 814 days of continuous growth, and I hope you're looking forward to it too. Until next time, I'll catch you guys same exact time, same exact channel, same exact life. Zach Man out.